Most process failures don't start on the line. They start in the loops. Every delay, defect, and downtime you see on the floor is the visible output of an invisible structure. The system is doing exactly what it was designed to do, even when it's not working. If you've ever fixed a problem that came right back, you weren't fighting the issue, you were fighting the architecture. This is where systems thinking changes everything. It's not abstract philosophy, it's an operational lens, a way of seeing how structure drives behavior, how feedback shapes performance, and how decisions create loops that either amplify or stabilize change. In this video, I'll walk you through 6 mental models that expose what's really running your process. Models you can apply in your plant, your projects, and your decision systems. Starting today. Every process speaks through feedback, but most organizations only listen to output metrics: yield, uptime, scrap. Real systems thinkers look one level deeper, at the feedback loops that either reinforce growth or balance stability. When a PM schedule responds to downtime data, that's a balancing loop. When daily production targets drive overtime and burnout, that's a reinforcing loop. The trick is learning to trace how your actions echo through the system, because feedback is always the system's voice. Information behaves just like inventory. Materials, approvals, and data all flow through your operation. And when flow slows, stock builds. Maybe it's work orders waiting on approval. Maybe it's change requests stacking up behind IT. Either way, your backlog isn't just a queue. It's a pressure gauge. Systems thinkers don't just ask, how much? They ask, how fast is it moving? Every decision in your plant is running through a delay, and the longer the delay, the weaker the feedback. We think our MS and SAP data are real-time, but decision latency often lives in meetings, approvals, or even assumptions. By the time you act, the system may have already shifted. That's why the best operators shorten feedback loops. Not by collecting more data, but by closing the distance between signal and response. When performance drops, most teams rush to identify the cause: the machine, the operator, the shift. But visible causes are usually effects of structure. In complex systems, correlation is seductive. It feels explanatory, but it hides the real drivers. Systems thinkers step back and ask, what pattern is producing this behavior? That question moves you from blame to structure, and that's where real solutions live. You can't fix a complex system by fixing everything. Improvement isn't volume, it's precision. The goal is to find the smallest intervention with the largest systemic ripple. The leverage point. In manufacturing, that might be an information choke point, a scheduling assumption, or an incentive loop that drives the wrong behavior. The beauty of leverage is that it's quiet. You don't need massive change, just one well-placed insight that rebalances the whole. Every engineer, operator, and manager already runs a system in their head. Those internal models determine what we see, what we ignore, and what we define as the problem. Systems thinking is meta work, redesigning the mental models that design the work. That's why transformation always begins in perception. You can't change a system if you're still seeing it through the same frame. These 6 models, feedback loops, stocks and flows, delays, causality, leverage points, and mental models, form a diagnostic toolkit for any operation. You can apply them to everything from MES to SAP integration to daily performance management. When you start thinking in loops instead of lines, you stop firefighting and start architecting. That's the shift. From reactive management to structural intelligence. At Priority Problem Solvers, we teach organizations to think in systems because every sustainable solution is structural. If you're ready to move from fixing symptoms to designing smarter operations, subscribe, share this video, and connect with us. Together, let's transform the way operations think, learn, and perform. Priority Problem Solvers, transforming operations through systems thinking.